Hello grognards, it's Al. Today's video is regarding the Christmas boxes. Obviously GW do this every year. They bring out a load of Christmas boxes that represent a improved saving over what you normally get, quite massively, even over the combat patrols. These boxes normally work out that you're saving at least 35%. And such is the case this time around, so let's have a quick look, shall we? Your Christmas boxes are incoming as follows. And this is for people who didn't see our stream Chebs, where we covered some of the same stuff. Krieg Siege Platoon. I see this one being super popular. Super popular. This is despite it having actually the least saving out of all of them. This one, and these are all apparently recommended retail £155. The Krieg one is £204 worth of stuff. So you save £60, which is still, pretty good. That's $332. I'm not sure what the £155 will come through to for Freedom Bucks, I'm afraid. Just a touch more than last year, basically. So, this one, super popular, going to fly off the shelves. I mean, this is the one I really look up. I was like, yeah, that looks like an actual army. Then you've got the Chaos one. Bit of a mixed one really here. You've got some old models. You've got the Obliterators, the Venom Crawler, the Rhinos. But then you've got the Legionnaires. Lord of Coruscant's really nice. And the Havocs. It at least resembles a force. This one, again, £155. £217, 5 pence worth of stuff. $355. Next one up, let's have a quick look, is this one. Never quite got this one. Bit weird. Fulgrim, yes. Some Emperor's Children, Noise Marines, yes. 6 flawless blades. Bit weird considering you also get 6 flawless blades in the combat patrol. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I'm not really. You'd think they'd be designed to go together. Not going to get in that. We're going to go through this quickly because this isn't the main point of the video. Caphonian one. Oh, by the way, the Emperor's Children one is £224. So you're saving £69, $364. Votan, yeah, again, it looks like an army at least, I don't like the Caphonian Berserks, but this looks like an army. These are what you're buying. It's not a full army by any means. These are not like a 1,500 point army. You don't get 1,500 point army for £100 or £200 now. You just don't. Maybe if you did Custodes. But yeah, I mean, there's an army there. This is £227 worth of stuff. So, you're saving a good chunk again. $369. £155 is the cost. The one that I really think is going to absolutely just disappear in seconds is this Space Marine one. Because A, you're saving the most money. It's £241 worth of stuff. So you're saving £85 on buying this set. The fact that this is £241 worth of stuff, I think just shows how bonkers GW pricing is these days. Just how out of control the prices are. But yeah, it's $400 worth of stuff, and it's going to save you a lot of money if you can get hold of one. And then we've got the Tau one. Tau one's pretty good, not bad. £211, $345, and it will cost you £155 or your dollar equivalent. I'm wondering if they're going to include all of these as models on the box description, because as far as I know in the game, they're nothing more than tokens. Wait and see with that one. Tyranid 1, this is the worst for me. Just a random bunch of models slapped together. I do like the way they've posed the Maliceptor there. That's so much better than a normal pose. I don't know when they've done that. I've not seen that before, but that looks cool. But the fact that the Scream Killer and the Neuro Tyrant come in one sprue just makes this just weird. Weird. It's £219 worth of stuff though. So again, you're saving like £65, $361. And then it was the Age of Sigmar ones, which, I didn't work out individually, but you can see there. Troll one, pretty cool. That one pretty cool. Yeah, they were fine. And the thing with the Age of Sigmar ones is I'm waiting to see if they're cheaper, because you normally pay like a 40k tax. And I'm waiting to see if the 40k tax applies here. But at the end of the day, all this doesn't really matter, because what we need to talk about here is we need to talk about the fact that you save so much money and that GW could do this all the time. Yeah, these sprues that make up the boxes, there's no cardboard apart from the actual cardboard box. There's no cardboard in there. There's nothing that costs GW a lot of money. It's just sprues. They can afford to do this. They can afford to sell these cheap-ass boxes, you know, that save a lot of money. Combat Patrols obviously have a bit of a saving. These have more of a saving. That's nothing. Do you know what I mean? You know, they could do this all day long because the sprues are so cheap, and by this point they've just paid for themselves. These sprues have paid for themselves a long time ago. Hellblasters, they're like 8 years old now. They've made their money back. The Vatan, yeah, I mean, it's nice they put the new stuff in there. Maybe that one not so much. But, you know, you're telling me that the Tyranny creatures here, considering this is out of Leviathan, the Leviathan box set, and then these three critters here haven't sold enough, you know, this isn't really costing them anything apart from raw material at this point. So, you know, my point is, again, here, Obliterators, they're like Shadow Spear. That was like, I was working for War Cradle at that time. I was like 7, 8 years old now. You know, this has been around for ages, and these sprues have made their own money back. Again, Krieg, more modern, maybe not. So they can afford to do this easily. But you are going to really struggle to get hold of these guys. GW their website will just be hammered by scalpers and bits buyers who want to buy these and sell them off separately. Hobbyists will find it difficult to get these. They really will. I don't have any faith that GW will make enough. They'll be sold out in 30 seconds. And even worse, when it comes to the independent retailers, they are almost certainly going to limit the amount of stock that they will give to the third-party shops. So if you're friendly with your friendly local game store, get in there, see if you've got any chance of getting one. But I genuinely see most retailers, apart from the massive ones like maybe Element, Wayland Games, and maybe Goblin Gaming, that kind of thing. I see those very unlikely to get double figures even of these. Most shops I'll get one or two. That will be it. Maybe a couple of big ones will get maybe 10 to sell, and you'll be able to tell by the discount that goes on them. And GW just do this as a tactic. GW know full well that they're going to make the money from these. Those are going to sell out from their website. Even the less popular ones, they'll sell a load of. And because these are so cheap for GW to produce, pennies, it doesn't matter to them. They will, just do the minimum that they possibly can to the friendly local gaming stores. If GW really gave a crap about Christmas, they'd make enough of these so that every hobbyist who wanted one could get one. They'd make these a thing that's available all the time. But they won't. Because they know that, as much as, you can save 30-40% on these cool boxes, that you're going to buy this crap individually anyway. Loads of stuff's out of stock at the moment. They know you're going to go buy this regardless. None of this is languishing. GW doesn't have a problem shifting stock. That's the point. The only things they had a problem with shifting some stock is like some of the big boxes they overcalculate on. Scaventide, for example. Saturnine. We did obviously loads of videos about that. But don't, think that this is altruism on GW's part. They make enough of these to sell, to give them a boost, to get people going, oh, yeah. And like I said, none of these are a complete army. These are, people get these to either add on to an army or start an army so that they're going to spend loads more money. And from GW's perspective, these cost nothing to make. They are so cheap, the sprues. So, yeah, some of these look pretty cool. I mean, if I don't have mountains and mountains of my own to get on with, maybe I'll be tempted by one or two of them. I think the last Xmas box I thought was like, I think it was a Dark Eldar one. I think it was like 10 years ago or something. But yeah, don't be fooled. And to those hoping to get hold of one of these, well, all I can say is good luck, really, because I kind of think you're going to need it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and until the next video, stay grognard. Bye.